Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of the West Ham United Club, in which last episode we brought in Terra Murphy, Hayden Hackney and Bento into the team. And speaking of Terra Murphy, he's scored 6 goals in 3 games this episode, scoring 3 minutes into his debut against Leeds, and also has scored a bunch of more goals. As you can see, 6 goals and 2 assists in 3 games, proving he's been a great player for us, and also scoring this incredible goal, and you can see here in a second. Terra Murphy has got room to smash one here. Murphy does so, and he's scored. This episode we're going to sign possibly 1 or 2 more players, depending on you guys down below. I'm recording this intro before the episode's even got out, so I'm just doing this real quickly to get it done. But we're going to sign a backup left into Somerville, and possibly 1 or 2 more players. We do have 150 million to spend. I don't want to spend all of that money because it's not technically realistic to bring in like a player like Gyökeres or as men, as guys suggested down below, and Terra Murphy has proved why we shouldn't sign a player like them, because he's a great player for us. Let's get into today's episode. If you enjoy it, drop a like, a video, subscribe to the channel, and notifications of these videos, and let's get into episode 2 of season 2. Alright, so upon thinking about it, we're going to sign 2 new players in today's episode. We're going to be a backup right mid for Enquiries and also a backup left mid for Somerville. Let's get into the transfers and show you who those 2 new players are going to be. And signing up to be the backup to Mohamed Kudus for the season and being ahead of Lewis Goodhome for now. And the team is going to be Shmada Sola from a Watford man. Obviously, a few years ago, tore apart Liverpool in that game where Watford destroyed Liverpool. That was an incredible game, and Shmada Sola did well in that one. Obviously, kind of really got his career going the way he wanted to. Moved over, I believe, to League One for a while. It didn't really work out for him over there. Now he's back in the Premier League with Crystal Palace. And Shmada Sola joins us here at West Ham United to be the backup to Kudus for the season, to get our second player into the team. Was our second signing complete and into the team. And signing for us here from Ipswich Town is Jack Clark, the former Ipswich man at this point, has gone down with Ipswich in the Championship this season after being relegated last season. So he's going to sign for us here to the backup to Somerville. I was going to sign someone like Raheem Sterling, Atokoglu from Benfica, or maybe Kolyosho, Hudson-Odoi, or someone like that. But I felt like Jack Clark was a realistic option coming from the Championship, just like Hayden Hackney, looking to play for a bigger team and get more game time and push to be a better Premier League player. And he can get a second chance in the Premier League with us at West Ham and be a great backup for Somerville and get competition to Cornet as well in the team. Alright, so after bringing Jack Clark and Shmada Sola into the club here, that's going to call it for our transfer spending up until January, just in case we get any injuries. We'll have to sign a player then. But we sold Jarrod Bowen and Nicholas Füllkrug. Obviously, Füllkrug was a great player for us this season. Bowen wasn't bad, but he wasn't a player that really got along within the team. Didn't really get involved in the games as much as I wanted him to. And already the players like Mohamed Kudus and Somerville on the wings have done better than Bowen's done last season. Murphy came in and is a great striker for his Bentos, but he can convert into a sweeper keeper. He'll be a great shot stopper for us in this series. Jack Clark and Shmada Sola, we have to see what they can do for the team. Hayden Hackney's coming to get a chance in the team as the more realistic signings are coming from Middlesbrough. The young English talent, 23 years of age, 84 potential, will be a good player for us in the team. And he's already proven himself to be a good player up against the likes of Chelsea and the teams we've faced so far. So in the Champions League, he's going to get a good amount of game time and also get a good amount of opportunities to prove himself. We sold and loaned out a few players here. We loaned out John Solis, the player that we brought in last season. Also scored a big goal against Spurs, which actually in the end was vital for us to get Champions League football. An incredible long shot that he scored in that game. But we're going to loan him out because we've got obviously Rodriguez and Souček still had a club, and I feel like he needs game time elsewhere to develop, and he ain't going to really get that ahead of Souček and Rodriguez. The season should be higher rated than him, and elsewhere at Brentford he can get game time. We also brought in Jonas Erbig, the German shot stopper, and loaned him out to Newcastle for the season because we've got Areola and Bento here at the club fighting for the number 1 spot. And Jonas Erbig in the future could possibly be a great backup goalkeeper or either a great first team shot stopper. Let's get into our first game. We're going to sum a few games in between, and let's get into those right now. Alright, so as you can see, the second team picked up a 1-0 win away at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace, with Emerson scoring the only goal of the game in this one. And as you can see, for the first play game of the episode, we're going to take on Napoli here in our Champions League debut at the London Stadium. Obviously, this is the first game of the Champions League for West Ham in their entire history. They competed in the Conference League. They obviously won that. Obviously, the Europa League they competed in it as well. But they've never been in the Champions League, so this one's going to be a big game for the club. And hopefully can put up a good fight against Napoli. Let's get into the game and check out their team. The bench is looking pretty good for this one. I see a few players a little bit tired. And as of Evan Ferguson is a little bit tired, but obviously that isn't too bad for him. He probably won't have to come on in this game up until later. We do face Man City, by the way, 2 days later, so hopefully we can get into this game and it won't be like a team that tires out the team too much, so we can play the first team against Man City as well. Let's get into this one up against Napoli and let's check out their team for our Champions League debut. Or so obviously here's our lineup here, the usual one that's been a starting lineup for the season with the bench looking pretty good as well. And let's get into this one. Let's check out the Napoli team. They've obviously got Aussie men back leading their line, so possibly playbook could sign next season if we do need a better striker than Moffey. Obviously Moffey so far has been incredible for us, but Aussie men obviously will be a next level striker in this team if we don't do well in the Champions League this season and win a trophy in the English leagues, like maybe the Premier League. We could challenge for that and also maybe win the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup. We could bring a player like Aussie men in next season that's been big on the striker role. Obviously, as you can see, Napoli has Rafael Guerrero, obviously Alex Moreira, got Scott McTominay, Aussie men in their team. Di Lorenzo. I've not seen Kvaratskhelia, so maybe they've sold him. They've got Jack Grealish in their team. They've got Lobotka. They've got Anguissa. Some great players in their team, but notably no Kvaratskhelia, which I'm kind of looking forward to. Let's see if he's on their bench. They've got David Neres. They've got Frimpong as well, not even starting in their team. That's mental to sign Frimpong. He's not even in their team. But I can see they've got a pretty good team here. Obviously, Napoli are doing great in the Serie A this season, unlike last season. But Grealish signing for them is an interesting front line. Let's get into this one and make a debut in the Champions League and hopefully come out with the 3 points. So we're looking to make a good account of it. Alvarez steals it off Scott McTominay straight away. There goes Paqueta. See, no stranger to UCL football. Same with Mohamed Kudus. Tyrone Murphy. Looking for Kudus. Kudus, can he win that? Yes, he can, but he can't get it over to Somerville. So I believe he was linked to West Ham quite heavily, but he went to Napoli in the end. There's Rafael Guerrero, the former Dortmund and Bayern man at this point. It's good defending against from Wan-Bissaka against him. It's going to be a corner though for the Italian side as corner whipped in. Somerville and do incredible there to take that down. Somerville now could drive away. To use his pace, has been pulled back there. No free kick given, no. He can get the ball into Mohamed Kudus. He's got Tyrone Murphy with him. Murphy running into the box there. Good cross from Kudus. Can Murphy win a header, but it's been pulled there by the defender. That's smart there from the defender, just putting on his shirt last second there to pull him down. It possibly should be, I mean, it would be a weak penalty to give away, but it is a foul in the box. But it hasn't been given. Politano coming forward here, the Italian. And Osimhen shoots and scores. Victor Osimhen scores here to make it 1-0 to Napoli. As he back from his loan from Galatasaray, is back in the team, winning the favour of Conte again. Anyway, it's at 1-0 here. It's not a great start for us, especially after we have been, I guess, a better side, as you could say. They've just had the ball. They haven't done anything with it up until there. We're now getting forward. Love that from Somerville. Stops inside there, drags it inside as well, hits it. Somerville denied by the Italian. Kudus as well. Somerville now. Paqueta. Tyrone Murphy. Oh, beats us for pace here. Osimhen v Bento. Osimhen denied by the Brazilian. Good good goalkeeping there. Somerville into Tyrone Murphy. Over the top here, looking for Paqueta, the captain. Can he make it level here? Paqueta does so. The captain steps up and gets a goal. It's our first goal in the UCL, scored by the captain, Lucas Paqueta. As he taken over from the captain role since Bowen left us, I feel like he was the most deserving player in the team as our creator and been a great player for us in the team. But Paqueta scores here, Murphy with the assist. You love to see it. The hero flick the defenders, let Paqueta go through, thinking they wouldn't find a pass there, but Paqueta scores it to make it 1-1, and you love to see it. And that's our first goal in the UCL in West Ham's history, scored by the captain as well. You love to see it. Di Lorenzo. It's being jockeyed here by Joro Hato, who steps in. Love that from him. It's great defending there from the Dutchman. Hackney can hold it up. Love that from him. Hansco to Alvarez. The Mexican now can find Mohamed Kudus here. He can release Tyrone Murphy here. He's through. Murphy. Always off the Italian. Good strength and a great finish there. And it's 2-1 West Ham before the break. That's what Tyrone Murphy can do. Use the pace and also his strength there to hold off the defender, to get in behind. He scores. He's got a second goal to make it 2-1 at the London Stadium. You have to see it. Moret beaten for a second time, this time by a striker. It's great hold-up play, as you can see. The Italian tries to get the ball off him, but he couldn't do so. And Murphy shoots and scores to make it 2-1 before the break. Back into his fellow Dutchman, Joro Hato, back into to Somerville. Somerville holds off the defender. Can find Kudus there. That's going to be a free kick on the edge of the box. Yes, it is. No quad given against the defender, though. There's a free kick here. Good winner from Kudus. Paqueta to take. Can he score here? Lucas Paqueta to just kind of lever that into the top right-hand corner here. The Brazilian will go for a second goal in this one. Paqueta hits it straight into the wall, but the rebound falls back to him, blocked by Politano low. Wasn't the best free kick there from Paqueta. Paqueta now can drive. He's got room here. And play it back, ball across the box there to Moffi. And it's 3-1. Napoli scored first, but we scored 3 without a reply from the Italian side. And Terra Moffi got his second goal. Paqueta pulling the strings in this game. Moffi with 2 goals and an assist. Paqueta with a goal and 2 assists. It's a great pass there from Paqueta into Moffi. And he makes it 3-1 here. And then the stadium's come alive with that goal. And we could be looking for our first 3 points in our first game in the UCL history. So just rest a few players that haven't got the best stamina. And here come Napoli. They can definitely get a comeback in this one, Napoli. Lobotka going through. It's a good way there from him. Bento, great save. Falls back though to Jack Grealish. Lobotka to Osimhen. There's David Hansko stepping in. But there's David Hansko stepping in. Look at that from him. Now Hackney can get it down to Jack Clark, his first involvement in the team, and get it into Evan Ferguson. He can release Jack Clark here. The former Ipswich man getting forward. Can Jack Clark grab his first goal in claret and blue? Yes, he does in the UCL as well. He makes it 4-1 here against Napoli. The Englishman we signed for 16 million from Ipswich proves to be worth it already. Off the bench scoring against Napoli here to make it 4-1 here to West Ham in London Stadium. A great finish as well. Under pressure from Frimpong. He scores to give us a 3-goal lead in this game and proving that we could possibly be, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but possibly be an issue for the big teams in the Champions League this season. Obviously Napoli are a decent team, but they're no Real Madrid or Barcelona. And Gieson now getting forward into Osimhen. Osimhen's got to shoot here. Bento, good save again. Rafael Guerrero forward here. Looking for Jack Grealish, a former Man City man. We're about to face his former team, but what a challenge in there from Todibo. You know, Ismail Assar made a run. Alvarez can find you with a pass. Can he get ahead of the defender? Yes, he does. Ismail Assar, one last chance to suck the ball dead. Whip it across for Ferguson. It's actually back post looking for Jack Clark. He can hit it on a volley. And it's wide of the post, but a good attempt there. And it's 4-1 win here for West Ham in our UCL debut. Clark with a goal off the bench as well. Moffi with 2 goals. Paqueta was incredible in this one. And it's a big win against Conte here for West Ham in our UCL debut. But let's get into the game against Man City, which is probably going to be a very, very tough game. Alright, so after defeating Napoli here, let's get into this one up against 4th place Man City. We're currently top of the table, undefeated heading into this game at home against Man City here. Let's get into this one and also check out their team. City made any new signings or maybe sold a few players. We know they sold Jack Grealish to Napoli, but let's see who else they've let go or maybe signed in their team. Alright, so obviously our team has stayed unchanged for the team that started against Napoli. I believe Man City in this series were beaten and possibly also lost to. I'm not sure if we lost or drew in the second game against them last season. I can't remember at this point. But we might have not lost to City in this series, but we might have also lost to them. I'm not too sure, but I think we have beaten them. That's one thing I'm pretty sure of. Let's check out their team. Obviously, they signed David Alaba, we know that from last season. And let's see who they've got in their team for this season. I think Edison's in goal for this game. Yes, he is. They've got Kabas in their back line, okay. They've got Fede Valverde, as we knew, and also they've got a good front line on their bench. They've got anyone new there? Not that I can tell. They've got Griezmann, actually. That's a good sign for City here as a backup player to Haaland. Let's get into this game and hopefully defeat Pep Guardiola's Man City here to remain undefeated in the Premier League. In this episode, I don't think. He scored against Napoli. Paqueta. We're going to change that right now, possibly here with Somerville in behind here. Straight away in this game, Somerville. Take Kovacic now. Foden looking to find Doku. He does so, but Bento good save. Incredible save, definitely Brazilian. Hackney good play there. Hatter can get the ball out here. Somerville can't really find him there. Let's go back. Find Paqueta. Paqueta can drive into the space here. Can find Somerville. He can try feed it through to Moffi here. That's good play low. But Kabas to give it away to Somerville, who shoots and is saved by David Alaba below. Wan-Bissaka wins the header there. He should be winning that every day of the week though. Muffy's wide open here. Muffy, can he shoot and score? Yes, he does. The Man City defence is just wide open there. They got caught from a goal kick. And Terra Muffy, well, not from a goal kick, from a corner that they cleared. And Terra Muffy makes it 1-0 here. Scores again for us. Now this is what? 7th goal? Not 7th. What would it be? 9th goal in what, 5 games? Incredible from him. He scores here to make it 1-0 here to us at London Stadium in order to see it. So we did one season with Man City, so some of their players we could sign again in the future, but Alvarez good defending. Now we can send Kudus on a run here. He's got room, but he's being chased down by Josko Gvardiol. And here comes David Alaba to try and stop him. But he skips Alaba and that's a free kick. Kudus now going to roll this one short. But again, short free kicks in this game, like they were last year, are useless. And I'm never doing that again in this game. I'm really never going to do that again. Kudus over the top, looking for Muffy to get his second, but denied by Ederson. I believe Wan-Bissaka there. Hackney wins the header with that from him. Chorohato, Paqueta, Somerville, just rolled it. Somerville into Muffy into Somerville, great play, but he can't get the shot away in time. Kovacic. Good save, Bento. I was going to say, how has that actually worked out for them? I literally blocked it, but Bento made the save. Some of us lost the ball to Kyle Walker. I feel like we're going to concede there because it's almost half time. Definitely feel it coming. Holland back here to Foden. Foden shoots, and Foden misses, luckily for us. Foden here. Got him in the box. Kovacic over to Doku, who shoots, and it's 1-1. Straight from kick-off, Man City score. And it's level here. The Belgian scores. You know, why not? Muffy. Can he take that down? He does so. Muffy, can he shoot? Muffy does so, and he puts it wide under pressure. That's a great ball by Somerville. Okay. Holland. To Kovacic over to Phil Foden. To Holland, and Bento, good save. Can find Rodri. Can find Kyle Walker. Kovacic now. Somehow finds Holland, who makes it 2-1. And you see it will score again. The second they scored the first, and they're going to get a goal before I score again. And Holland makes it 2-1 here. Not sure how this pass even gets through here from Kovacic. And that shouldn't get through there. We don't deserve to be losing this game. We deserve to be winning it. We've had the chance of Somerville. Muffy again. Muffy, can he beat Ederson to it? No, he can't. There we go. Wan-Bissaka goes sweeping up. How has that gone to Man City here? Bento, big save needed. Bento makes a big save. He's going to fall. He's missed anyway, thankfully. I'm not sure what's going on in this game now. Like, literally everything's going Man City's way, and it shouldn't be. Somerville. Oh, Muffy's on ball here. Muffy shoots and Muffy scores. Kabasi was beaten there by a little fake shot by Terra Muffy. Just made him think he's going to go one way, went the other. And he got his second goal in this game. He always scores twice. He scored twice in every single game we played him in. He scores again here against Man City here to make it 2-2. Let's make a few changes. Bring on Clark and try get another goal in this game here. Let's bring on Clark. Maybe Ishmael for Kudus. I feel we need to get Kudus on the pitch. Let's bring on Emerson for Hato for some fresh legs down the fullback position. And maybe even Mavropanos at right back over Wan-Bissaka now. I feel like Wan-Bissaka needs to stay there. And I feel like that's the only change we could make. Maybe Muffy could go off and we could put maybe Kudus at striker. See what that does for the team. And then bring on Ishmael on the right. That could work for us. But I feel like Muffy needs to stay on the pitch for this game. I feel like Jack Clark is the only change I want to make. Over to Fede Valverde. Good work there from Hansko. Bento can get it clear. To Hackney. Why? Okay. If I can see there, thank you, Bento. That header was actually headed in a straight line back to David Hansko there, but somehow it went to the Man City player. Again, trying to make me lose this game. Wan-Bissaka in here to Moffy. Moffy, can he turn and shoot him? Moffy for the hat-trick. Moffy gets the hat-trick for the first time in this series. Terry Moffy scores a hat-trick for us. It's been close in every single game he's scored. But he scores here against City here to make it 3-2. We take the lead in this game. We deserve to win this game. The game's trying to do everything it can to make me lose. As you see with the passing sometimes in this game right now. But he shoots and scores to make it 3-2. Wide open. City here doing well. Holland. Oh no, they're going to score again here. Kovacic. Yeah, they're going to score. Bento, massive save. Again, the passing. What is going on? Good block. They get a corner. Let's go all the way back here. Get forward again here. Hackney. No, why not? Lucas Paqueta from range to end the game here. Paqueta is a 3-2 win against Man City here. It wasn't a straightforward game. A game reserved to win. It's a good performance from the team. Moffat with a hat-trick for the first time in his career here at West Ham. Proving to be the best striker we could have brought in. And we're proving to be the striker we needed in the team anyway. Maybe not the best strikers, obviously Osimhen and Djurka's is high rated. But it's been a great play for us. And it's a big win to go back-to-back for wins in this episode. And it's a few games against our next game, which I think will be against Liverpool in the Premier League. The second team in the Carabao Cup pick up a 2-0 win up against Oxford United, which might start, and also Souček scoring in this one. The second team also pick up a 2-2 draw against Wolves here, with Traoré rescuing a point let on for Wolves here, with Souček and also Sarr scoring again for us in this game. Ferguson being denied from the penalty spot in this game. And our second game in the Champions League, we'll pick up a 2-1 win up against another Italian side in Atalanta, with Murphy and Kudus getting the goals in this one. Alright, so I decided to sim this game up against Liverpool, picking up a 2-2 draw with Mavropanos, and I believe Kudus scoring for us in this one, as he did, with Elliott scoring twice with them, rescuing a point for them late on as well. And let's get into our next sim games and obviously end out the episode. The second team here up against Southampton picked up a 2-0 win with Todd Cantwell and Lewis Goodham scoring the goals in this game for us. And away in Germany against Leipzig here, we pick up a 2-1 win with Mohamed Kudus and also Guido Rodriguez scoring the goals in this one. So Boschlei, who's signed for Leipzig, scoring for them in this one. Alright, so that's what I call it for today's episode of the West Ham United Premier League. So we're currently at the top of the table, 11 on points with Arsenal, with both teams being undefeated alongside Liverpool as well. Obviously, we did some against earlier in the episode, but next episode we're not only going to be taking on big teams in the Premier League. In the Champions League, we face our biggest challenge yet. We take on Barcelona later on in this one. As you can see, we've got Dortmund, we have Spurs as well in the Premier League. We have Barca here, we have Man United, and some big games in December. We can sim pretty much all these games, maybe other than Aston Villa and maybe Newcastle. They're going to be the tougher ones to face. But the rest of the games here can be just simmed. And we'll possibly end the episode here in January, where we have, other than Man City and Aston Villa, we have a fairly comfortable month. So we still have a bunch of money to spend. We have 122 million, as you can see, but we spent 163 so far this season. So I don't think spending that money is needed for this team. I think the team that we have right now, as you can see, is working fine. We're doing well in the Champions League. We're doing well in the Premier League. Ishmael Assar, for some reason, is very unhappy, even though he's been playing games in the second team. And he has requested a transfer, but obviously I'm not going to sell him unless I get forced to sell him in the game. I shouldn't be forced into selling him at this point anyway. And he should be able to just get game time and be happy again when he plays enough games. That should be the case. But yeah, that's one thing that happened in this one I didn't notice. But yeah, the team's looking pretty good. I see Moffy's in incredible form. The team is great. Our second team looking pretty good. And that's going to call it for this one. So go to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, add notifications so you don't miss videos. Check out the other content I make on the channel. The Black Ops 6 and the Ultimate Team content I post over here. Also the Universe Mode content I post on my second channel. You can find in a link to the description down below if you're interested in that. Or just want to check it out and subscribe over there to help me grow the second channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah, thank you again for watching and goodbye.